Saseni, my safeguarding family around the world. I am your safeguarding officer Jeff. Karibuni sana katika hii live, is a quick live ambaye ningependa to discuss what you can see on our thumbnail, sanitary pads kwa watoto wetu. Girl child, leo nakuja kuongelea kuhusu girl child apatiwe dignity. So of course it's necessary. Hii sio kitu ya kubagain, hii sio kitu ya kuchezea. This is hapa tunaongea kuhusu a serious issue ambaye definitely inalete iko na a lot of serious repercussions kwa watoto wetu wa shuleni. Na leo kwa park na already nimeshaanza kuchoka. My hand is kuwa na shida kidogo hapo na mkono. Oh God, need to make sure that this is sitting properly. Yeah, watu wangu karibuni sana. Asanteni sana, nashukuru. First and foremost is to thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for supporting Safeguarding Watoto channel ama network, however tunataka kuita. But we couldn't have been here without you. Tunaendelea vizuri, tunashukuru. God has been faithful. It's a sunny, bright morning, so it's very sunny. Yes, ningependa tu quickly and briefly to discuss hii issue ambayo it's a call to set up sanitary pads dispensers in school, and this nimekuwa tukiongea sana kuhusu period pads ama sanitary towels ama whatever you want to call it. Period shame, you know, period stigmatization, issues to do with sensitizing the need for girl child to be supported, whether it's in the village or whether it's in schools. The need ni kwa nini wazazi wanafaa kuongea na watoto wao wa girl child ama wa kike kuhusu period. It's very very important. But kama vile unaona kwa our thumbnail, these are two wonderful ladies that are trying to sensitize and talk about period. I have a very good friend of mine called Ivy, and she really works very hard with an organization called KGS, Keeping Girls in School, and she talks about periods and all that. Tushafanya kazi pamoja na wao with another organization also called what's the name? Two organizations literally that talks about period pads and all that. But anyway, today these are two ladies, and they are from Beacon of Hearts. That is their organization, and the director is Gertrude Chepkemoi. That is the ladies on the left, and the secretary is Miriam Chelaga. Both of them on that picture, they're displaying sanitary pads that they're trying to talk about in Bomet County, and they're pushing for the government to start setting up free sanitary pad dispensers in schools to dignify menstruation. And there are serious questions that they're asking here. They are saying the government has been providing male condoms in health facilities, bars, nightclubs, lodgings, and other public schools. Watu wangu mmesikia, government imekuwa ikisupply free condoms kwa hizo areas, lodgings, you know, health facilities, bars, hata some nightclubs. So our ladies wanasema Beacons of Hearts, a CBO ama community based organization in Bomet, wants a similar program rolled out in all public schools. So wanasema hii issue of course imekuja kwa sababu wao wenyewe wamekuwa watu kutoka village, na wakiwa teenagers walipitia through quite a lot of issues to do with periods and mambo ya dignification, ama watu kukua wakona wanaweza kukaa shuleni ama kukua bado wako na ndani ya hygiene, wako safi na all that because of period. The sun is quite strong, so I might probably try and see if I'm able to go to a place where the sun is not that hot. So guys, like you can see, I'm in a park, and I'm trying to look for somewhere it's a little bit clean. I think that's a good place if I'm not wrong. Is that a good place? Najaribu kutafuta a good spot whereby I can stand bila. I think that's a good spot. So anyway, so yeah, wanaongea kuhusu hiyo issue na wanasema kuna serious issues ama repercussions ama ramifications, whatever consequences that happens na girl child because of the issue ya period. And like I said, my friend Ivy has been trying to teach. She's been going, I think wanafanya kazi na Lion Club. They've been going all around Kenya, schools and all that, trying to educate the girl child on issues pertaining periods. Of course, nowadays development imekuja, siku hizi you don't only need, kuna mpaka reusable pads and all that. I'm not sure sasa naweza kuonekana vizuri tena on my face. I want you guys to be able to see me. Yeah, I don't know if you can see me very well there. The heavens are good. So anyway, so watu wangu, so yeah, so wao wamekuwa kisema some of the issues. Hebu acha tuangalie some of the issues zile ambazo wanadai ya kwamba msichana ama mtoto wa kike girl child anaweza kupitia ambaye inaweza kumsababisha kuwe na shida kwa sababu ya periods. So if I read from what they have been saying, wamekuwa kisema lack of sanitary towels has seen many girls skip classes during their menstrual cycles. Some have been sexually exploited in exchange for money to buy pads, while others have been impregnated. Hundreds of learners have dropped out of school altogether after being shamed, especially by boys, when they soil their clothes and have nowhere to clean up or access pads. The government has been providing male condoms in health facilities, bars, nightclubs, lodgings, and other public places. And the two youthful activities want a similar program rolled out by the Ministry of Health and Education in learning institutions. So literally, so this what these two ladies are saying, ama what they are championing, wanasema ya kwamba wasichana wamekuwa waki miss school ama wakiskip ama wakikataa kukuja shule kwa sababu ya periods. Why? Kwa sababu when they have their periods, because of lack of understanding, lack of knowledge, lack of this issue being sensitized, boy childs most of the time huwa wanawachekelea hawa wasichana wakati wa kisoil dress, sababu mtu amekuja shuleni alafu periods zinakuja, kwa sababu period zinakuangi na hodi, especially if it is the first time msichana anaanza kupata period. Msichana akipata period the first time akuangi anajua ya kwamba period zitakuja. Most of them of course sadly, hata kama ni wazazi hawakuangi wameongelesha sana kuhusu periods, so zinakujaga tu pap zinawapata. Sasa huyu mtoto ameshikwa na period, na wakati ameshikwa na period zinatoka of course ana soil, and then ikitokea of course now guess what happens, anaanza kuchekelewa shuleni. The next thing anakimbia, anakataa kuja shule, ama kama ilishafanyika anakataa kuja shule akikuta kuna period, kwa sababu she doesn't know much or she doesn't have periods to be able to contain the situation. So a lot of girl child have suffered na wamekataa kuwa ndani ya masomo, ndani ya lessons kwa sababu ya period. Of course kuna wengi sana ambao wamepata kujikuta katika dilemma of being pregnant after they've had to exchange sex for period pads. Now that is one of the most I don't know how to call it. I don't know what word to call it. It's a shame that msichana anaweza exchange sex for pad. And of course, if you are a girl and that is the only thing that you are going to do to keep yourself clean and hygienically clean, yes, you will do it, because hakuna mtu, bleeding is a normal thing for a girl child. Otherwise, all of us would not have been here. Sisi tuko hapa kwa sababu, of course, women do get periods. Otherwise, mtoto hawezi kuzaliwa without a woman having eggs. Na kama egg haijakuwa mtoto, it has to break, itoke ndani ya system, na ikibreak, then that is how girls end up having period. For those of you that don't understand the whole issues about period, so it is that one egg that has not developed into a child, and it has to come out. So in a break, inakuwa damu, and that is clean, fresh blood that is coming out of the body. It's not dirty. But of course, people don't see it that way, and there's a lot of stigmatization that comes with that. So anyway, that is why we are saying sensitizing this issue is critical. So watu wangu, tumesikia kwamba kuna a lot of girls wanaweza kupata wako na mimba kwa sababu wamekuwa taken advantage of. They've had to exchange sex for pads because they are ashamed. They don't have pads. They don't have money to buy these pads. Therefore, they give themselves out sexually in exchange for pads. Now, after this, the sad reality is that most of these girls will find themselves pregnant, let alone that some also will contract diseases like AIDS, chlamydia, syphilis, gonorrhea, and all these sort of diseases, STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. They will attract them because these people that are sleeping with them are not people with ethics or morals or even hygiene. If you see somebody that is just willing to sleep around with school children, they don't have even the decency to know who they are. Ni watu wachafu, sababu huyo mtu ana tabia na heshima, hapendi watoto. So wanaweza kujikuta wako na magonjwa kwa sababu ya period. Wanaweza kujikuta wengine wako na magonjwa, na wengine hata mtu sasa ako pregnant na bado ame-attract ugonjwa na bado ako pregnant. A lot of them have ended up actually kujitoa uhai kwa sababu mtu amekuta maybe amekuwa pregnant ama amekuwa stigmatized. And this is why we've been also sensitizing boys. We've been working with, like I said, KGS, a beautiful organization called I Can Smile Again, that also talks and sensitizing about girl child and all that. And these organizations are literally trying to educate and sensitize the community about the need for people to understand that period is normal, no shame in period, that kupata period ni sawa. Hiyo ni kitu normal, ni kama vile unaweza kuwa na homa, because it's a girl thing. Every girl would have this. So anyway, unless you have a condition, of course. But anyway, so kuna watoto wengi sana ambao wameweza hata kujitoa uhai kwa sababu ya kuchekelewa shuleni. Watu boys, instead wakiona msichana ana bleed, instead of comforting that child, wanamtolea sweater. Real boys, what they do actually, if they see a girl bleeding or menstruating, they love her. They love that girl, and they remove their jumper, their sweaters ama pullovers, whatever unataka kusema. They go and they cover that child, that girl child. Na wanamwambia, well done girl, please go and here. Hata kama wanaweza kuwa wako na 10 bob ama 50 bob chwani, you know, whatever it is, wanampatia, wanamwambia, girl, go buy this, keep yourself clean. That is what boys are supposed to do. Na kama wewe ni mzazi, that is what you're supposed to be telling your boy child. Ukiona msichana ana bleed, sio kumchekelea, ni kumsaidia however you can to keep herself clean and kumpenda. A lot of these girls, what they want is to be loved and to be shown that when you have your period, that is the most beautiful thing that happens. Otherwise, this world will not be there without women bleeding. If they don't have eggs, there are not going to be any children. Male can produce a lot of meat, billions of sperms like we do. But without an egg, there's not going to be children. So boy child, males, behave yourself. Learn how to support girls. Learn how to support our sisters. Period is the only way to creating and continuing to have humanity. Without girls having menstruating, there's not going to be children. It's as simple as that. We need eggs. And if an egg does not become a child, it's blood that comes out. It's as simple as that. So these two girls from Bomet County really are doing a wonderful job. They are kind of demanding that the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Education work together and waweze kuweka free dispensers of sanitary pads katika all primary schools. I don't know how this is possible because unfortunately Kenya and even Africa in general is not at that stage, at that level. I mean, developed countries, that is very easy. It would be possible. I mean, in most schools, they have what we call a health facility within that school or institution, and sanitary pads will be there in boxes for all the girl child to access. In Kenya, however, or in African countries, when you are talking about these free dispensers, you're talking about dispensers that probably are going to be in open places or places where girls can access this. If, however, they are free, unfortunately, you're going to struggle because they will be empty all the time. That's the sad reality of it. It's a very good idea. It's the best thing that can happen to a girl child and to keeping them clean and all that. But those dispensers will be free. There will be nothing in there because people will unfortunately carry all this. They will come, they will empty them. Soon as you stock them, they will come because they are free. They will come and they will empty them, and they will, unfortunately, you will see somebody making money. They will be selling them on the streets. That is the sad part of that. The only way then that can be okay is that if period pads, all these things are free everywhere, including kwa street ziko free. So kama unauza huko kwa street hakuna mtu atanunua kwa sababu ziko free everywhere. But as long as they are being sold in supermarkets, in shops, no. Ukisema hivyo mnauliza zikuwe free ni sawa, it's the best thing, it's a good thing. But definitely what needs to happen is to have a way of schools. Maybe the way I would recommend or say is schools should have a way of having sanitary pads free for all girls. Let it be planned, kukuwe na a way of how the girls can access free, but it is not just free. You don't have free dispensers that are set in certain places in school, because hawa tu watoto ambaye wako huko kama ni watoto wa kike, they are the ones that are going to get those they are going to empty those dispensers and wataanza kupatia watu wengine huko nje, watu wanauza, mtu anapata pesa. So that's a sad reality because again, uchumi ni mbaya na kila mtu anatafuta jinsi ya kutafuta pesa. So utakuta hata huko shuleni huko tu kuna hao girl child, hata kama shule ni ya girl child wenyewe, wao wenyewe they are working with other people outside the school who are now going to be receiving these pads and selling them out there. That is a sad reality. I know kuna watu wanaweza kusema, oh, why do you have to think like that? It is the reality. Unfortunately, the only way it would work for me is zikuwe free, kukuwe na dispenser, lakini ikuwe kuna mtu anaweza kukuwa ana dispense that for free. Huko tu shuleni, somebody can dispense it for free, but isikuwe tu dispenser iko free and it is available for anybody. Otherwise, it's a good idea, but utakuta again that system is not working because when somebody that is in need anaenda kudispense your sanitary pad, it's empty because jana usiku ilikuwa emptied, zile zote zimekuwa stock hapo 200, there's nothing because hizo 200 sasa ziko kwa street, mtu anauza. That's the sad reality. People would not probably want to think about it, but it is what it is. So I think these two ladies from Bomet are having a fantastic talk, fantastic idea, sensitizing stigma ndani ya period. It's the right thing to do, but definitely the Ministry of Health and all that, if they roll out a plan, it would be very good. But for me, as a safeguarding officer, it will work very well to safeguard our children, both at school, but also to make sure that we keep them at school and in school, so that they do not have to skip classes and schools or seasons because work on a period. Of course, ni necessary then, if this was to happen, that at least system ijulikane na iangaliwe ionekane, this kila mtu shuleni ajue periods pads are free and this is the place where you can access them, you know. Lakini kusema weke kwa dispensers, unfortunately you will go there when you have your period as a girl, unajaribu kwenda kuchukua period pads hapo unakuta iko empty, na ilikuwa stocked this afternoon, but by jioni it's empty because somebody has emptied, because it's free. So as much as we say we want it to be free, we need to make sure that it's free and available, not free and not available. So well done to these two ladies, Ms. Chelagat and Miriam, for your great work. Safeguarding Watoto applauds this beautiful work that you're doing. Please fanya kazi pamoja na watu wengine. Such community-based organizations are wonderful, because that is the only way we can educate girls. Kule ndani ya village mashinani, yes, there's a lot of still a lot of stigmatizations. Boy child need to be educated that they're supposed to love, nurture, care and protect and safeguard daughters, not only your own sister but every girl that is out there that is menstruating. It's critical that the girls themselves also be educated about periods, what happens. Let them be ready and understand that they can start receiving their period at any given time, depending on their health, you know, well-being and all that age, you know. So it's important wakuwa and understand what period is, what will happen when they first receive their first period, so that they don't panic, they don't think they are dying and all this. But also ni vizuri pia wanakuwa na hata kama ni sort of kakitambaa, ama mtu akifika a certain age, it's not bad to have just 1 or 2 pads in their handbag, in wherever they are going, because then you know if the inevitable was to happen, at least I'm ready. I've been taught what to do. I'm not gonna panic, I'm not gonna scream, and definitely hata kama nitakuwa nimesoil my dress, kwa sababu of course when it first starts mtu hatajua, although girls can be taught about what the signs of period kuanzia ama wakati period inataka kukuja, you know, they can be taught this, but of course we know if it is the first time it might caught you unaware, and therefore kukuwa na pad hapo 1 or 2 will help, because then at least the problem will be kind of solved, ama utaishika mapema. So it is as simple as that, watu wangu. So well done to these two ladies from Bomet. I hope the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Education can listen to what you're saying and they can improvise and actually do this sanitary pad for free. Kama watu wanapewa condom for free kwa clubs, kama watu wanapewa condom for free kwa night clubs, kwa health facilities, kwa bars, maybe huko kwa gym, why are sanitary pads being sold? Kwani hapa gender equality imekuwa namna gani? Sensitize this thing, but also to kuwe equal. Kama condom ni free za wanaume, although kuna watu wanasema hata condom kuna za wanawake, hata hizo ni free, but I think for me I would say periods, sanitary period pads should be free kwa watoto wote. Mimi sisemi wasichana ambaye wako kazini ama akina mama, hao wanaweza kwenda kwa supermarket na wajinunulie, lakini za watoto wako shule zinafaa kuwa free. Honestly, we should not be selling sanitary pads for school children. It should be free. Kama tunaweza kupatiana condoms za wanaume ambaye wako kwa club, wako kwa bar, wako kwa lodging, wameenda kufanya upuzi yao huko, why are we selling pads for that should be to help and support mtoto mdogo ambaye anaanza sasa kuelewa what is becoming a grown up? It's wrong. So I think these two girls from Bomet, well done for what you are doing. Mungu awabariki, awabless sana. Continue the campaign, keep up the good work, and definitely I know it's going to pay off. but my prayer is that at least hata wakati mnaenda ku sensitize na kuongea na hawa watu, if you get the opportunity to speak to probably the Ministry of Health ama Shuleni ama anybody, any leader, hata kama ni huko kwenye Bomet, because there is kuna like women rep huko, kuna MCAs, kuna MPs, senator, whatever, governors, mkiweza kuongea na wao, just let them know that it is important for these things to be free, but also vile zinaweza kuwa rolled out. The idea is not only to have them become free, but also to make them readily available when watoto wanazihitaji. So like I've said again, it's important kama zitakuwa free, zikuwe available na zikuwe there, because if it is free but it is not available, it's not there because the dispensers hizi mnaongea have been emptied overnight, then the whole program is useless. Because what we want is for a girl child to have access to a free sanitary pad when she start menstruating if she's in school. Unaona? Lakini kama za ameenda kwa hiyo dispenser akakuta hiyo dispenser is empty, then what is the point of that dispenser? So that's why I'm saying this, if the program was to be rolled or even to be considered, there's necessity and need to understand how the whole thing will remain stocked and that people are not going to abuse. And what I mean by abuse, watu hawatachukua hizo condom waanze kuuza huko nje. The idea will not be for those condoms to be sold free. Zitakuwa ni za free na zitakuwa available watoto. Ni hayo tu watu wangu, Mungu awabariki sana. Please let us support Girl Child. Again, going around is let us sensitize stigmatization. Period ni normal. The blood is not dirty, it's clean blood. And every girl has to menstruate because it is the way of life. So tafadhali, boys, we are not laughing at girls. We are supporting them. We are comforting them. We are encouraging them that it is okay. Let us support them. You know, let us continue to support such a campaign that sanitary pads should be free in schools. And let us work with our sisters, our daughters, girls, so that we can help them become comfortable. There's no girl that is supposed to be missing or skipping school because of period. In this day and age, that should be eradicated. And that's why these such programs should be critical so that watoto waweze kuwa shuleni. Hii issue eti ya mtoto amejitoa uhai kwa sababu vile amekuwa kichekelewa ama amekuwa bullied because of bleeding should never happen. Even I think this should have been finished long ago. You know, not now. Hii ni kitu ambayo inafaa. And if a bully is found to be bullying a girl because of period, they should be seriously taken, you know, in, and severe consequences be sorted, because period stigma needs to really be a thing of the past. Ni hayo tu watu wangu, asanteni sana. Share this with somebody, share this with a school, share this with an institution. Let them know that we are here safeguarding watoto. We are here. We work together with I Can Smile Again. We work together with KGS, among other people that talk about period stigmatizations. Ni vizuri kuona Chelagat and Miriam wakifanya hii kazi. Guys, wherever you are, if you see this message, God bless you. Tunashukuru sana. Definitely share this message. And tafadhali subscribe to our channel. We are on the road to 20,000 strong safeguarding family duniani, so that we can continue to take care of children. Such issues we deal with, among other issues that pertains keeping children safe. Otherwise, we work with families, and hii issue of course ina touch familia. Kwa hivyo watu wangu mbarikiwe sana. Please subscribe to this channel, and definitely we'll see you very soon in another video.